So we have an analog clock here. Analog clocks have hands. These are known as hands. This one has two hands, a minute hand and an hour hand. The minute hand is the longer hand, the hour hand is the shorter hand. The way to remember that is minute is a longer word, so the hand is a longer hand. Hour is a shorter word, so the hour hand is the shorter hand. Now, the hour hand utilizes the big numbers on the clock. Whenever our minute hand is pointing to the 12, whatever number the hour hand is pointing to, that's what time it is. So right now it's 3 o'clock. If my hour hand would be pointing at the 4 with my minute hand on the 12, it would be 4 o'clock. If my hour hand would be pointing at the 6 with my minute hand on the 12, it would be 6 o'clock. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and when they both point to the 12, it is 12 o'clock. So if my minute hand's pointing at the 12, whatever number my hour hand's pointing at will be that time. So right now it's 6 o'clock. Now the minute hand, it moves around the clock as well. Now notice, right now it's 4 o'clock. And as my minute hand moves around, notice my hour hand. My hour hand is also moving around the clock. This is 1/4 of the way around the clock, or 15 minutes that have passed. So my hour hand went 1/4 of the way to the next number. And if it keeps on going, now it went halfway around the clock, or 30 minutes around the clock. And notice now, my hour hand is between the 4 and the 5, because right now it's 4:30, which is exactly halfway between the hours of 4 o'clock and the hour of 5 o'clock. If we continue going around, once it gets 3/4 of the way around, one more quarter to go, we're getting really close to the next hour. So my hour hand almost made its way to the 5 because my minute hand almost made it around the whole clock. So it looks like the hour hand might be on the 5 here, but it's not. It's still 4:45. So this last corner here, this on the 9, it's always 45 minutes. And if I keep going around, watch my hour hand. It's going to get to the 5 when my minute hand gets to the 12. So now it's 5 o'clock. Now my hour hand is on the 5. So once again, my minute hand started off on the 4, and my hour hand started off on the 4, and as I went around one time with my minute hand, my hour hand went to the next number. So watch my hour hand go. So 15, 4:15, 4:30, 4:45, 5 o'clock. So remember, whenever the minute hand is pointing at the 12, whatever our hour hand is pointing at, it will be that time. If our minute hand is pointing at the 3, that'll be something hours and 15 minutes. And the hour hand will be really close to the time. So it's 6:15 here. That would be 7:15, just a little bit past the hour, because when the minute hand is on the 3, it's 1/4 past the hour because the minute hand went 1/4 of the way around the clock. This would be 1/4 past 8 or 8:15. And if our minute hand is on the 6, it'll always be 30, or because it went halfway around or half past the hour. Now, our hour hand will always be between the two numbers when our minute hand's on the 6. So this is between the 8 and the 9, so it's 8:30. Between the 10 and 11, so it's 10:30. Between the 1 and the 2, so it's 1:30. Between the 3 and the 4, it's 3:30. And when my minute hand gets to the 9, it's almost to the next hour. 45 minutes have passed. It's a quarter till the next hour. So this is 4:45. It almost looks like the hour hand's pointing at the 4, but it's not yet there because the minute hand didn't get to the 12. This is 5:45. Once again, it looks like it's pointing at the 6, but it didn't get there yet. 1:45. So we need to be really careful when that minute hand is on the 9 because it's going to look like it's at the next hour, but it's not there yet. So this is 1:45. And one more, that would be 3:45 because watch when we go from 3 to 3:45. 3 o'clock, 3:15, 3:30. Notice my hour hand continues to move, and all the way to 3:45. It looks like my hour hand's on the 4, but it's not there yet because my minute hand didn't get the 12. So this is 3:45 and 4 o'clock.